Hey there, Heather. It's me, Priscilla B. Welcome. Alrighty, so Virgos, your energy is the moon energy. Okay, so yeah, I see these two, like, one is a dark night, one is a light night. Um, there's a wolf going at this moon. There's like a woman on a chariot across the sky here. There's a lot of energy happening here. Okay, Virgos, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so let's take a look here at this moon energy. Interesting. All right, so the moon. We have here the moon. All right. Two warriors appear locked in conflict under a lunar eclipse. The warrior on the left is called Hotherus and is almost completely engulfed in shadow. His body stretches long and thin as he attempts to get the upper hand on his opponent. He holds a short sword in one arm and is ready to drive it into the chest of his light opponent. The rune for Elhaz glows on his chest. The other opponent is Balderus and wears all white. He is a demigod and has a shield carrying the rune Athela. They fight for the love of Nana, symbolized by a small rose that appears between them. Oh, I see right down here. The rainbow over it. Darkness and light are bound to clash. Mani, the god of the moon, can be seen in the sky riding his chariot pulled by a horse named Elvestir. The wolf, Haiti, chases him across the sky to swallow the moon. The moon is a card of hidden lore and dark secrets. Humanity has always seen fear in the darkness. It casts shadow and doubt on our minds, create monsters from where none exist. The moon, especially when it is full, acts as a flashlight. It illuminates the recess of places just enough to see. However, the light isn't bright enough, especially during an eclipse. In this image, the forces of good and shadow clash together. The light is doing its best to protect the delicate road, while the shadow side seems to be more assertive and overpowering. When the moon gets drawn, it is time to pay attention to the shadows in your life. What fears do you have? What dark places exist in your mind? How can you use the forces of light to push back those voices inside your head telling you negative things? How can you be a force of good? Where does the imagination come in to help change and challenge and befriend your skills? Upright, looked in a battle for survival. Locked in a battle for survival. Reveal your dark side. Deal with uncertain dreams. Look past illusions, introspection, face your fears. Reverse. Lack of clarity. Look for the light. Decipher shadows. Examine the details in your life. Something is out of place. Elhaz and Ophila, protection overcoming the limits, maintain purity, explore beyond consciousness and experience. Elhaz is the word for elk because it is shaped like the antlers on the animal. This rune is said to come from the underworld. It's fitting that this rune carries the energy of the unconscious. This is a powerful protective rune. This rune is a reminder to conserve your energy. Athila is the rune representing the ancient lands. Clans owned their property, and it was the birthright of future generations to keep the property in the family system. Vikings had a tight relationship with the land. Not only did they farm and tend to cattle, but they also gave offerings to the land rights and spirits who inhabited the world alongside them. All right, yeah. So obviously, this rose and has a light, looks like a full rainbow effect over the rose with stones around it protecting it. Okay, this is like it's your heart. Okay, it's a symbol for your heart. It's a symbol for love, and moving into August, that is going to be a major theme for you, because it's, you have like the past, which I feel like is not always, I feel like it gets illusionary, or it gets shadowy pretty fast, because it's, you can't really remember all the details. But then they start coming back little by little, and you start to remember that there probably is, a conflict with your future self and your past self, that, your past self doesn't want you to be attached to the past anymore, because look, the wolf is trying to swallow the moon. Okay, there is an energy that wants to take away from you your right to happiness and your light and your pursuit to happiness, I feel like. And that's why you see these two beings fighting each other, light and dark. I feel like your past self doesn't want you to settle for less than you deserve. And in the past, you didn't know fully what you deserved. I mean, we don't always learn these lessons about love in our lives until it's a little bit too late, right? So that's what love is like in many ways. So you are starting to see now what it means when someone tries to take your light, when someone tries to um, use your light against you, so to speak, or they try to play mind games with your heart, because they are in a dark place. They have been left behind. You have moved forward. You have moved forward to the light, and they have been left behind, and they're butthurt about it. Okay, to put it plainly. I mean, they're, still living with their mom, and maybe not in a basement, but you get the metaphor. They're not doing great. They haven't learned any lessons. Okay, they've succumbed to a lifestyle where they're going to be forever stuck in the past, and they are a reminder of how far you've come and how much you've grown. You have a full rainbow over the rose here. You already know the truth to your own heart, to your own happiness. And if they want to stay stuck in the past, that's their choice. But you have to move forward, and you have to keep shining your light. That is what your past is telling you. That is the message from your old self. Okay? Because I feel like you could be having dreams or visions of you when you were younger and what it felt like, and your future self is waking up, your present self is waking up, and you're saying, yeah, I got you, girl. Like, I'm not going to let you settle for less. You left a very clear message, a very clear indicator to maybe this person in the past, not you, maybe someone else, that, if you're really serious, then you know how to be serious. But I don't, this person from your past clearly is, they're a joke. Okay, they still live with their mom. They haven't learned anything. Okay, they're not a man. Okay, um, and that is meant to be offensive. Just FYI. So you keep being strong and being um, your own light here, and keep listening to your past self, because your past self is letting you know that you've moved on, and this person is, I'm sorry to say, sorry not sorry, is very pathetic, and they have no sense of what real true love is, or what real soulmate connections are, or what real commitment looks like, or real stability looks like, and they've been caught up in their own destructive karmic cycles. So it's best just to keep moving forward, especially, August is right around the corner. So you're moving toward your light, toward your happiness. and they, in your future, your better, brighter future, and they are getting left behind. And they know that they're behind quite a bit. And they have a lot of work to do if they want to be seen as a real, true man, real, true person, a real, true, divine masculine. So you keep being your beautiful goddess self. You know, you got triple moon goddess energy here. See a lot of masculine energies trying to mess with your light, but they can't. Um, you know, as hard as they might try, okay, toxic men always fail when it comes to a goddess. So just keep being your beautiful, amazing self. Okay, Virgos. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye.